Hello and welcome back to my second channel, Shwabados, and to the continuation of the 954 Mari and Screwface Jean debacle. The beef, the clash, the diss tracks. Mari has, of course, responded with this track, I Love My Fans, hashtag Two-Face Jean. He's got, obviously, the thumbnail. Nice little edit here of Screwface Jean and Two-Face, aka Harvey Dent from Batman. This is just, a funny thumbnail. Very good. But we're going to get right into it. If you haven't seen their previous tracks, I've got videos about them and the origin of all of this on my channel, so check it out. But let's run it up. I don't know why we've got Toon God opening this video.
Oh, bro. I guess because he's been instigating the whole thing and hyping up a bunch of people just for the, you know what I'm saying, just for the sake of the instigating. And I seen Scru on Twitter yesterday. I said, Scru? Wow. In your video, you said that niggas just get on Twitter and respond to it. And that's the first thing you did, man. You said, man, you done got the wrong nigga. Hey. And I said in that video, I said, hey, don't get on Twitter with it. Cause Dizzy didn't type a single fucking thing on Twitter, bro.
Two-Face.
I mean, that's a pretty good opening, Toon God. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't wrong. You know what I mean? Screwface, always the type to put down those with Twitter fingers, but then he does a lot of typing himself, so well, fair enough. Anyway, regardless, let's get into the actual track now and see what Mari's talking about.
Twitter with it. Cause Dizzy didn't type a single fucking thing on Twitter, bro.
Two-Face Jean, you a con, don't get it confused. Your word is conflicting. You a comic. There is nothing you wouldn't do for content. Couple face.
Oh, he's doing the con thing. Okay, he's bringing back because in the original track where Mari first called out Screw's name, it wasn't a diss track about Screw, but he dissed Screw in the track. You feel me? I got a lot of comments where people were like, "You're saying the original track isn't a diss track against Screw?" And I'm like, no, the original track has disses in it, but it wasn't entirely aimed at Screw. It was aimed at Jamar. It was aimed at everyone responding to Nerd Control. It was aimed at a lot of people in general. This is a dedicated diss track, okay? But he's bringing back that line. He's calling Screw a con, and he's doing the, con man content thing.
Okay. Fucking thing on Twitter, bro.
Two-Face Jean, you a con, don't get it confused. Your word is conflicting. You a con.
Confused, con man, conflicting content. Alright, I like it as an opening.
You a comic. There is nothing you wouldn't do for content. Couple face on his dick, tip straight, Luke and Johnson's. Salivating for this rude imposter. Who's Unicron? You transform, then you switch opinions in your new responses.
Ooh, okay. So he's pulled Screw's Unicron line, the Transformers line that he put in his diss track. He's saying, who's Unicron? You're the one who's transforming, switching on your opinions kind of thing. Alright, and also a couple fakes on his dick tip straight. Okay, alright, man. Alright. Go crazy then. That's a wild line.
Couple face on his dick, tip straight, Luke and Johnson's. Salivating for this rude imposter. Who's Unicron? You transform, then you switch opinions in your new responses. Rude problem, stupid comments.
That has been a consistent criticism for Screw from various people, is that he switches up his opinions, his apparent opinions, quite quickly. He switches up his stances quite often, on both Twitter and seemingly in what he says in his videos. I've heard that from several people on several different topics, so that's something I've definitely heard before.
Who's Unicron? You transform, then you switch opinions in your new responses.
That's just it's a crazy line because it rebuttals not really rebuttals, but it references something Screw said in his diss track and then flips it into talking about what a lot of people have said about Screw before. So I really rate that line.
The problem, stupid comments. You ain't commentator, you ain't cognitive. Biggest hit is on ERB telling me I'm cosplaying cute.
Biggest hit is ERB, you're telling me I'm cosplaying? Wait, okay. This is a good clapback. He's clapping back very well so far in the intro. He's referenced his own line that initiated this whole thing and then played off it more. He's referenced two of Screw's lines now and clapped back at them really nicely. This is looking like a pretty hot track already, and realistically, he's only been rapping 20 seconds. Not even. So I don't know. He's kind of going crazy right now. Root of problems, stupid comments. Okay. I like the style as well. I'm a big fan of Mari's style musically. And I like that one thing I always criticize Jamar's original track for is that stylistically it just wasn't that good or interesting, whereas Mari on both these tracks has done something I really like musically. Screws as well. Screws was musically, I think, very good. I really liked the rapping, so it was good to listen to. One thing I can't stand is a boring diss track or a music that's supposed to really do something, but falls flat stylistically, because it's just like, what's the point in even making it music at that point? But one thing I like that both Mari and Scru have done is they've made them musically pretty good, I think. I say that, I'm only 20 seconds into the song, it could be shit later, but it sounds good so far.
Who the problem? Stupid comments. You ain't commentator, you ain't cognate. Biggest hit is on ERB, telling me I'm cosplaying. Cue the nonsense. Number
That's fire.
taking hermit-headed motherfucker. Lately you just been a shell of yourself.
Hold on, what you said?
Be telling me I'm cosplaying. Cue the nonsense. Numbers taking hermit-headed motherfucker. Lately you just been a shell of yourself.
The numbers tanking, hermit-headed motherfucker. Lately you just been a shell of yourself. Ooh! That's kind of...
Numbers taking hermit-headed motherfucker. Lately you just been a shell of yourself. Construction sites where you building your narrative. Hard-headed, boy, you tell on yourself.
Okay, he's doing like little mini schemes. He's talking about the hermit-headed shell of yourself. Construction sites, you build your narrative. Hard-headed.
Hard-headed, boy, you tell on yourself. Hit through your ego, now you want flex out that shit from your hip, hitting critical. Burying shit in your visuals, hypocritical. Calling me a...
Okay.
Hit through your ego, now you want flex out that shit from your hip, hitting critical. Burying shit in your visuals, hypocritical.
You want to talk about... You want to flex how that shit from your hip hitting critical, burying shit in your visuals in the video, hypocritical. I'm not sure if I totally follow what he's saying here. Whatever he's saying, this shit sounds tight. The flow and the way he's rhyming here is very cool. I'm just not sure if I follow.
Headed, boy, you tell on yourself. Hit through your ego, now you want flex out that shit from your hip, hitting critical. Burying shit in your visuals, hypocritical. Calling me a cosplay rapper, cosplaying, burying a kid that he really didn't do.
Oh, okay. I paused preemptively. He explains in the next line. Burying shit in your visuals, you're hypocritical because you're calling me a cosplayer rapper, saying, you know, I pretend I'm something I'm not when I'm on the mic, but then here you are, pretending to bury Mari in this video, the visual telling that he's, you know, burying this kid when obviously he hasn't. Okay, that's a light jab back. I mean, like, the visual metaphor for Screws is something I accept. I thought it was a decent visual, you know, burying, because he was also playing on the holes scheme, talking about how Mari looks like Zero, but also like burying him as if like he killed him. Okay, I don't think that. Yeah, I mean, okay, a light jab from Mari.
And burying a kid that he really didn't do. Shit is mythical. Might be the culture you living through, but the screw is a business. Corny is seeing these funny coroners.
So you're saying, all right, you're talking about the culture a lot. Talking about you live for the culture, but for Screw, this stuff is just business. This is a business move. It's to get clicks, to get revenue, to get engagement.
He didn't do shit is mythical. Might be the culture you living through, but the screw is a business. Corny is seeing these funny coroners is really just a fucking eyesore. I got ignorant cousins.
Ooh, my cornea seeing these phony coroners. I saw little scheme again.
On the ugly corner saying what we gotta work a 9 to 5 for. Big cousins selling pit puppies for the niggas different cause we like to grind more.
Okay, he's talking about because Screw said, you know, 9-5, gonna need a 9 to 5 to get more cheddar. That line, he's talking about you need a job, dude. You need a day job. Mari's saying, hey, even if the music didn't work out, what the fuck I need a 9 to 5 for? My whole family, I got, you know what I mean? People pushing. We don't work 9 to 5s. We find other methods.
Corner saying what we gotta work a 9 to 5 for. Big cousins selling pit puppies for the niggas different cause we like to grind more. Still hashtag Mari better. Ain't no Mari dead. That nigga Screw die more. Screw face, you ain't battle valid, boy. You lost your chip to the hip hop. Up church was blessing you with bars, praying on you straight disses till your shit flop. Wanna be elitist and your rap Jesus rock rebel flags is a flip flop.
I don't follow Screw quite like that.
That nigga Screw die more. Screw face, you ain't battle.
You went battle valid. You lost your chip to the hip hop. I don't really know about a lot of Screw's previous clashes, any beef or history he has besides, you know, the Dax stuff. Because I'm not that into his older content, you know what I mean? I followed him because he started doing anime rap reactions. So it is what it is. But if that's true, then that's a tough little thing to pull up.
Valid boy, you lost your chip to the hip hop. Up church was blessing you with bars, praying on you straight disses till your shit flop. Wanna be elitist and your rap Jesus rock rebel flags is some flip flops. Goddamn. I choose for the people, Screw. Trying to talk about basic rhymes, you don't
say I thought you was the people, Screw. Yo, rap Jesus rock rebel flags and some flip flops. I don't even know who this is. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea who this is.
Flip flops. Goddamn. I choose for the people, Screw. Trying to talk about basic rhymes, you the only one that need a limit strips. Take a chance with a demon of the south. Acid rap when I'm spitting shit. Boy, you acid rap at the very least. You asinine. Asinine if you hit the trap.
the little rhymes here, the way he's rhyming is stupid, bro. I love Mari's vocabulary and the way that he flips rhymes. He said, acid rap.
Acid rap when I'm spitting shit. Boy, you
acid rap, boy, you acid rap. Like the homophone there is fire. At the very least, you asinine, asinine. Like the flips are kind of crazy.
Rap at the very least, you asinine. Asinine if you hit the track with cap and I came with facts that's back in mind. Get back in line. You a whole bastard if your dad is 9. Skip your cipher, left your black ass.
You a whole bastard if your dad is 9. He's talking about Tech 9. Because he skipped your cipher. You know, Tech 9 featured on the Worldwide Cipher, but his feature was just saying, yo, it's the Worldwide Cipher at the beginning. Okay.
Fantano turning down your latest cipher. Guess he wasn't worth a look at the time.
Fantano turning down your latest cipher. Guess she wasn't worth a look at the time. I guess Scru had asked Fantano to check out the cipher and he wasn't bothered about it.
You heard your name twice in a song. First thing you did was hit the Twitter scene. Spinning to the
true.
Bird rotisserie, bitch, and you
spinning to the bird rotisserie? Alright, look. Mari's got like, in terms of like the way that he's punching at Scru right now, a similar level of disrespect and like lines that I'm catching, right? But they're coming a little more rapid, and the way he's rhyming and like stylistically doing it is like so fire. Like I feel like we've been in this Mari track for a minute and he's already done. He's responded to a bunch of what Scru said already. He's elaborated on what he said in the past. And he's brought up a ton more shit. I feel like already in this first minute, he has more substantial criticism and things to say than Scru really did. Because a lot of what Scru did was play up his own success compared to Mari's, which is not exactly a fair comparison to make considering Mari's recent start on the YouTube scene. So I feel like Mari is kind of doing a lot right now compared to Scru.
You heard your name twice in a song. First thing you did was hit the Twitter scene. Spinning to the bird rotisserie.
And also just like a lot of his lines are so fucking clever. I'm loving the wordplay.
Bitch, and you was just so pissed at me. You act theatrical. You was always causing drama on the.
Am I tripping? Hold on. Did the beat just do something weird?
I guess he wasn't worth a look at the time. You heard your name twice in a song. First thing you did was hit the Twitter scene. Spinning to the bird rotisserie. Bitch, and you was just so pissed at me. You act theatrical. You was always causing drama on the different scenes. Thought you was pulling string.
That felt weird. Was the beat like weirdly stitched together there? Am I tripping? Like it felt like the beat like fell over itself. Was there like a weird stitch there? Whatever, I'm gonna just focus on the rap.
You was always causing drama on the different scenes. Thought you was pulling strings, stupid. You maneuvering your own guillotine. It's Broad County where we grilling teeth. When Nebraska nigga really grilling me. Calling my shit the Columbus flow. Then I'm a Qualio illest with a quilling ink.
Okay. Alright, he's talking about, you know, where we from is different, and then he brought up the Columbus line.
Teeth when Nebraska nigga really grilling me. Calling my shit the Columbus flow. Then I'm a Qualio illest with a quilling ink. You was dick riding, now you switching line. Boy, you know I'm nicer than these motherfuckers saying nothing funny. But in spite of putting me on ciphers instead of your blood brother. Scrub face getting dusted.
What was that?
And these motherfuckers saying nothing funny. But in spite of putting me on ciphers.
Not to spite me, but in spite of putting me on ciphers instead of your blood brother? So he's saying, you're talking all this shit now about me not being that nice, but you've been gassing me up so much so that you put me on the cipher in place of, you know, people that you know better. He's talking about blood brother. Does Scru have a brother? I wasn't aware, but yeah.
Instead of your blood brother, scrub face getting dusted up. Not even by
not scrub face.
Yeah, you a ham sandwich, boy, your ass need to buckle up. How you 30 plus and your pen ain't touching us? I still say rap beef fake shit. Look at us, nigga, move on. You was trying to beef with Luke Gone. Real niggas wouldn't beef with Luke Gone.
That's a crazy line. That's fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, but that is hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. He said, you trying to beef with Luke Gone. That's the diss. That's the diss. That's it. That's crazy.
Whole last diss track cause I said don't react to my new song. You a crummy nigga breeder coming with the green, something like a crouton.
Ooh. Whoa. Are we about to get another beat switch? What? Okay. Whole last diss track cause I said don't react to my new song. I mean, to be fair, Mari, you said a little more than that. I think you're downplaying what you said a little bit, but okay.
React to my new song. You a crummy nigga.
You a crummy person. Bread that come with the green, something like a crouton. From me, okay, yeah. Come with the green like a salad. All right, that's a. It's little lines like this that I like.
Coming with the
like to you know, disrespectful lines that intertwine with like the real disses, and I like it.
Green something like a crouton.
All right, what are we doing? Where are we going?
Where's Millie? Listen, fuck your Unicron. I see unicorns. Fable fiction when they say they riding on me.
He said, fuck your unicorn. He's coming back to the unicorn line. I see unicorns. Fable fiction when they see they're riding on me. He's saying that shit's made up, bruh.
When they say they riding on me. Fans is underneath your tracks rapping, asking for reactions. You should try and find.
Fans is underneath your tracks rapping, asking for reactions. This is what I mean when I say that Scru undeniably has had successful music and has formed a good career from his music, but the vast majority of his audience is here for his reaction content. And he's bringing that up in a really clear way, saying your fans, even your fans underneath your tracks of you rapping, are just requesting reactions, and that's tough.
And the high tripping, talking about Zimmerman living, but look at this nigga, his ass couldn't fire nuts. They was riding cock and now they trying to knock me. Hold your 9 months and go and find your poppy. Nah, I'm so nice, I probably got the yes man in your circle vibing, sitting silent bobbing, gridiron, running lines, trying to moss me, catch him gas in my meter, he trying to knock me.
I need to turn my speakers down a little bit. This shit loud. All right, he's saying a lot here.
I've been sitting silent bobbing, gridiron.
He's saying even the yes man in your circle, yeah, are still gonna be sitting there bobbing their heads. I fuck with it.
Running lines, trying to moss me, catch him gas in my meter, he trying to knock me. How this nigga on his side like I'm Bobby, bitch, you dug your own grave. Check the mirror, trying to find a body. Fuck your hip hop lawn by the Florida side.
Did you wanna fucking cop a body, bro? Check the mirror because you've buried yourself in this shit. You're talking about instigating this and constantly stirring it and getting over involved in it is you know, essentially you've ensured your own demise. So
Bobby, bitch, you dug your own grave. Check the mirror, trying to find a body. Fuck your hip hop lawn by the Florida side. Boy, don't try to swap me with your foreign lies. Boy, you trying to find a body. Fuck your hip hop lawn by the.
So I'm rerunning this a lot. I'm listening to a lot of these lines like at least twice because I just want to make sure I know what he's saying. Fuck your hip hop law. I'm by the Florida side. Boy, don't try to swamp me with your foreign lies. Don't just swamp me, Florida. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Fuck your hip hop law. I think that's just a reference to Scru, obviously trying to dictate to a lot of people on our side and in this scene sort of what hip-hop must be, what the rules are, what you have to do to be a rapper, to be real hip-hop, because he tries to dictate what that means, which is like understandable. He's someone who's very passionate obviously about the music, or at least comes across that way online, so he wants to make sure that any representation of that genre that he's very passionate about is real, it's authentic, and I get that passion. But whether or not that is genuine, I guess, is sometimes called into question.
Florida side, boy, don't try to swap me with your foreign lies. Boy, you borderline, what you calling nine? Boy, yo, this is cheap, thinking quarters dimes. You done caught a rise, truth is burning to him, he get caught a rise. Caught in lies, knowing you're a poor is poorly in the minds. Wicked with it, got a cauldron on the side.
Yeah, okay. Mari here is just flexing his sort of his rapping chops. He's like doing a little diss. He's obviously talking down to him this entire time. He's talking his shit. But really what he's doing here is he's just saying, I told you I'm better than you, and now I'm going to prove it by rapping well, which is respectable.
He get caught a rise, caught in lies, knowing you're a poor is poorly in the minds. Wicked with it, got a cauldron on the side. Brewing at the bubble, you should cool it. You a bitch, barking views without a muzzle. Got body.
And he does a lot of these really fun word association like mini schemes that he works through, and they flow into each other really nicely.
By the kid like Vegeta, what you hear in his songs or his final flash. You have never.
Screw got bodied by the kid like Vegeta, what you hear in his songs, the final flashes. Even throwing in the anime lines there, just for the, you know what I mean? Alright, I'll fuck with it.
Fucking views without a muzzle. Got bodied by the kid like Vegeta, what you hear in his songs or his final flash. You have never held a belt, chump change before they coin you as another dying rap.
Ooh. You have never held the belt, chump. Change before they coin you as another dying rapper. Chump, change, coin. It's like the little things, you know what I mean? They're not even like, he's not writing these full lines to deliver punchlines at the end. He's working in these little wordplay schemes throughout, which I really fuck with.
Another dying rap, heard you feeling fury fine. Now I'm punching in these rhymes like versus while the title matches. Hear him making statements, rap, heard you feeling fury fine. Now I'm punching in these rhymes like versus while the title
Yuri, punching, rhymes, title matches, okay.
No match. Hear him making statements with heavy weight and taking hella jabs, ignoring vital match.
Okay, he's still going at it.
Screwing with the truth.
Hold on.
Making statements with heavy weight and taking hella jabs, ignoring vital mass.
Making statements with heavy weight. So obviously he's still doing the boxing scheme here. But he's talking, making statements with heavy weight and taking hella jabs, ignoring vital masses. So he's talking about Scru is making crazy statements with a lot of authority and making and taking, you know, poking at certain things in the scene and certain opinions with a lot of authority while ignoring actual issues. That's what I'm taking from this. That's what it sounds like he's saying with this.
Screwing with the truth, you a nut job, but you could leave it to this tool to twist.
Now he's doing the tool scheme, You could leave it to this tool to twist it. Screwing with the truth. That's fire. That's kind of fire.
Accountability is wrenching pain to your dragon names, instigating distance. Reacting to better rappers was merely a way of you saving your fading image. My main intentions wasn't trading dishes, but I'm pure petty, so I play the villain.
I mean, he said as much when he first made the track. He said, "If Scru does a diss, I'm not gonna respond to it." But I guess I think that's what Mari said, unless I'm tripping. But I'm certainly mentioned something like that, where it's like, I'm not gonna do a diss track on it. I'm just calling his name out in this song because I don't fuck with him. But he's responded now, and he's saying, my main intention wasn't trading disses. It was never to do this back and forth. But I'm pure petty, so I'll play the villain. And I can attest, Mari is definitely petty.
Accountability is venom to him. That's a common bane. I'm self-medicating. I know I've been tweaking. Almost sent to Addy and said battle rapping with some fucking hate.
Almost sent an Addy.
You is out of orbit like a space station, cause you pressing buttons for your preservation. Trace the same old style, just word for word on all your verses that I've heard like stencil statement. Yeah, you
hold on, what?
It's for your preservation. Trace the same old style.
Trace the same old style, just word for word on all your verses that I've heard like stencil statements. He's saying you're doing the same thing over and over again. You're well practiced at this diss track thing at this point, being from the scene that he's in. But I guess he's just implying here that you're doing the same thing over and again. I've heard this before from you.
Just word for word on all your verses that I've heard like stencil statement. Yeah, you was on tour with K-Don and Tech, so what happened, B? Tell me, what have you done with that in life if you merely react to me?
That's kind of real. That's a good line. He's talking, yes, you have this intense history involved in hip-hop in terms of you've toured with, you know, Kendrick, you've toured with Tech, you've had a what seems like a very successful career, but then what happened? Why are you now making YouTube videos watching me and my music? I don't know. That feels like a pretty substantial line.
If I had that chance, I would be packing arenas. While you mad that you lost a chance to react as my stats is increasing. If you so passionate, you would get back and you live off reaction instead of you rapping is freaking. Almost every rapper that he went against doing better, now I'm past. But
I mean, Scru brought up numbers. Scru brought up numbers. He was the one that brought in numerical success into the equation. Hold on, wait a minute. Now I'm scheming. I might be a rapper. But Mari's clapping back with, if you so successful, explain this.
You rapping is freaking. Almost every rapper that he went against doing better, now I'm past. But you instigate battles with the pen cause you need distance for the traction. That's why you been branching. You had to cut and leave to grow like plants in a path.
That's why you've been branching. You had to cut and leave to grow plants like a...
Who's the real rapper? Channel your energy. You got a whole second channel for that shit, nigga. Hey!
Why you say it like that?
Who's the real rapper?
Well, he's about to bring Mumfu into it. I know Mumfu has been getting dragged through his own comments and on Twitter. I haven't even watched Mumfu's reaction. I just know... I mean, you know Mumfu is ride or die for his boy, right? So... And he's just incapable of doing an unbiased reaction. For my part, I am tight with Mari. Me and Mari are cool. We're friends, right? We collab. We're cool with each other. We're homies. But that said, when it comes to this stuff, I've been doing my absolute best to react impartially, which is why I've given Scru plenty of praise on his diss track. I think he did a pretty good job. I liked the track, and I like a lot of what he said if you watch my reaction to it. That said, I do think Mari is dragging him through the mud right now, but that tends to happen, right? If you take Screw's as the first diss, Screw's was the first diss track. Yes, Mari dissed him first, but it wasn't a whole dedicated track. He just mentioned him off the side, right? If you take Screw's track as the first diss, and this is the rebuttal to it, it's going to be stronger because he's got more to reply to. That's the sort of the natural sequence of these things, right?
Channel your energy, you got a whole second channel for that shit, nigga. Hey, bird boss niggas blind to the motherfucking truth. Masters acting like boss, think they need a reboot. Wanna talk about Kakashi, but his ass got motherfucker pop.
Okay, he's coming after Mumfu right now. Hold on.
To the motherfucking truth. Masters
Saying blind to the motherfucking truth, bird box, yeah.
acting like boss, think they need a reboot. Wanna talk about Kakashi, but his ass got motherfucker pop and try to copy everything that he do.
Want to talk about Kakashi, because he mentioned, you know, you don't get clicks unless Kakashi's in the thumbnail. But his ass got Mumfu Prophet trying to copy everything that he do. I'ma say this on that point. First of all, this image is wild. This image, I've seen this so much on Twitter and it's fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, Mumfu. But that is fucking hilarious. Mumfu is... He does a lot of the same things that Scru does almost immediately after Scru does them. That's undeniable. A lot of things Scru reacts to, Mumfu then immediately also reacts to. I wouldn't... I don't know. It is what it is. It's the nature of the gig, right? It's the nature of the reaction scene. But the less I say on that, the better.
Now, if you didn't get that bar.
Wait, hold on, go on.
His ass got motherfucker pop and try to copy everything that he do. Now, if you didn't get that bar, I'll go on Twitter and explain it.
Now, if you didn't get that bar. To be fair, Scru doing this, going on Twitter and trying to explain the Pokemon line was really stupid. And this is a criticism I will levy at rappers I very much respect, right? Diggs the Prophecy, I think it's weird as fuck when he goes on Twitter and tries to explain his bars. I've said this for a while. I think it's stupid. When Shao goes on Twitter and explains his bars. Like, bro, if people don't get him, then people don't get him. Fucking leave it. It's weird. It's weird to go on and explain. Like, if you didn't get that bar, let me explain it. Like, if the majority of people didn't get it, and that's why you feel the need to explain it, then it wasn't very well written. If the majority of people didn't get it, then it wasn't very well written. That is my argument. Because I have never in my fucking life had to go on Twitter and explain a bar. I'm gonna just say that. But that is a criticism I will levy at Scru, and it is a criticism I will levy at any rapper that I respect that does this stuff as well. You know what I mean? So don't take this as me fucking going in on Scru. I just think this is a valid thing to criticize.
On Twitter and explain it. You a little fan, you a little fan, you a little fan of me. You a little fan, you a little fan, you a little fan of me. You a little fan, you a little fan, you a little fan of me. And I love all my fans.
I was wondering where the title was gonna play in. It's like, you a little fan of me, and I love all my fans. That's hilarious.
You say I'm not real as you. I say you not real as me.
Okay.
We on the net looking real stupid, wasting ill lyrics and the illest beats.
Okay.
Niggas rhyming like they hate each other, writing smooth syllables, soliloquies. Rhyming so nice just for people in the comments to say that they feeling me. And I still love my fans. Talk.
I will say this. The vast majority of responses that I've gotten about this diss track, well, about Scru's diss track and the beef in general, is that after Scru's track came out, a lot of people really liked Scru's track. They thought he did a good job dissing Mari, and he wrote some good stuff, but given the wider context, they still sided with Mari. And I think now that Mari's clapped back in such an excellent fashion, Scru is either going to have to drop this entirely and just accept the loss, or going to have to write a fucking crazy second diss track. Because as it stands, Mari, in my opinion, and I realize there might be some personal bias in play here, but I've tried to avoid that where possible, it feels like Mari has fucking dragged Scru through the mud with this response. So let's just see what happens at the end anyway. 20 seconds left. I assume it's just the beat playing out. So, Mari dressed the nicest I've ever seen him dressed just for this video is fucking hilarious. He pulled out the full suit and the dress shoes, bro. Fresh white socks. You know that meme where it's like me going to my graduation and dude's just dressed in pajamas and it's like me for the Scru beef and he's in a fucking full suit? That's what this feels like. Two things. I'm gonna let this last clip play out, but the fact that he's included a link to a video of Screwface praising Mari for 16 minutes is insane. Like you really... You've put a lot of love for this dude on record, so it's so funny for this to be pulled up now.
About to be the breakout artist of the summer. This gonna be his summer. Yeah, a lot of people making moves in the anime world. Shout out to y'all, especially with the cons and the shows. Good job. Some people doing their first shows and stuff. That's fire.
Okay, so it's him bigging up Mari in the scene in general. Okay. Mari, 954 Mari, if this is where it ends, then, I mean, probably for the better. Mari said as much at the end of his track. He said, look at us, wasting bars and beats on each other, instead of just trying to make dope music. If this is where it ends, then Mari fucking bodied Scru. I'm sorry. I liked Scru's track. I really did. There was a lot of stuff in there I thought he did really well. I thought it was a well thought out, well written, and well performed diss track. Sure, there was some side things in there, some side notes I had, and you can watch my reaction about that if you haven't already. But Mari picked Scru apart on this track, and completely demonstrated the whole time how much of a I won't say better, but how strong a lyricist and writer he is in terms of his flows, the way that he can put a song together. So for me, Mari definitely takes this. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Let me know. Yes, sir. I forgot the fucking the alerts were on. Let me know what y'all thought in the comments below, who you thought won this little conflict. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Link description of the original video as always, run it up, and y'all have been very kind. This has been I Love My Fans by 954 Mari, and y'all have been very kind. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.